Young Turks, we're going to go to one of my favorite topics, Heather Mills. Now, normally I don't give a damn what happens in England, right? With the princes and the princesses, is this prince gay? Aren't they all gay, right? But Heather Mills, she gets under my skin because she's trying to take Paul McCartney's money, and it's so obvious and she won't admit it. There's a town named after her in the former Yugoslavia. It's called B-I-H-A-C, but they pronounce it Biatch. And they named it after Heather Mills. Now, what's she done now?
She's on the warpath, man. She's been on British television and American television, basically bashing Paul McCartney and making him look really bad.
She's all hysterical. All right, first the British television. Well, let's get a load of this. Okay, first, here we go.
They make up such lies, you know. They've called me a whore, a gold digger, a fantasist, a liar, the most unbelievably hurtful things.
I love the beginning of that. You called me a her. You called me a fantasist. What's with the English? All right, clip number 2.
I've stayed quiet for my daughter, but my daughter, we've had death threats. I've been close to suicide. So upset about this.
I know you're...
I've had worse press than a paedophile or a murderer, and I've done nothing but charity for 20 years.
Oh, now I'm enjoying this. I've had worse press than a pedophile. Pedophile? I was like, what? Then a pita sandwich? What is he talking about, right? And I was like, oh, pedophile. And all I've done is charity. No. First of all, you've done nothing, okay? Second of all you've done is try to take Paul McCartney's money so you could pretend you're giving it to charity. All right, but she keeps crying. Now I'm kind of enjoying this.
And that's why I considered killing myself. Because I thought, if I'm dead, she's safe, that she can be with her father. And that is the truth. That's the truth.
All right, Heather.
I'm sick of it.
Are you? Okay, I'm being a little too cruel, right? Because this woman's seriously about to lose it. That being said, just calm down. Ain't nobody gonna kill you. Death threats. Why would they kill you? Second of all, what do you say? Then if I commit suicide, she could just spend her life with her father. Well, if you just gave her to her father, then she could spend the life with her father without you killing yourself. How about that for an idea? All right, keep on crying. Go ahead.
I live in a prison, right? I have to fight back, otherwise I'll go insane.
Might be too little too late on that count. Next.
One of the clauses apparently in this whole divorce thing is that you want to be able to sell your story. And then again,
it's
people...
rubbish.
Right, okay.
I could sell my story right now. I'm trying to protect Paul and our daughter.
Really? You got a funny way of protecting Paul McCartney, I'll tell you that right now. Next.
And I'm fed up with the specific portion of the media, some of them are still supportive, but a specific portion of them that are abusing me. I will investigate each and every one of those journalists.
Oh, please, can you investigate us? Are we part of media? You got to investigate? Go. Please. Clip number 7.
They will go for me tomorrow and they'll go, she's crazy and she's this and she's that. Go for it, because I will do even more.
You know what? Biatch, you're crazy. You're totally crazy. Okay, it gets crazier. That was just on the British press, right? Now
Right.
she goes on Good Morning America?
She goes on Good Morning America, and she admits that she records every single conversation she has with him.
Oh, yeah.
And on top of that, she recorded a fight that they had with each other where he says that he's hit his ex-wife a few times. And I mean,
what have I ever done to Paul?
It's so funny how she talks about protecting him, and then she plays that for American media.
Well, now she actually played that for the British media. They claim when it was off air the part about hitting the wife.
Right.
But she also did a hell of a lot with Good Morning America. Let's run some of those clips. Here she is with Diane Sawyer. About suicide.
I want to ask you about these death threats, and you said that you thought of suicide. Did you mean that?
At the time, yes, I did, because what you have to understand is when Paul and I broke up, I said, look, you are, God, a demigod to most people. They're going to think this is all my fault, so you know what the truth is, so just please protect me. I'm not asking you to give details of what happened to prove that, I didn't do what they're saying I'm doing, but I'm just asking you to say, I'm responsible for the breakdown of this marriage, full stop, and that will do the minimum amount of damage and he basically promised he would protect me, did one paragraph on his website, and never ever protected me again. And I said, I'll walk away without a penny. I'm not interested in the money, but if you don't, my career will be ruined, and then I'll have to fight back.
Let me ask
and I'm still protecting him. I'm still saying nothing about him. He swore in our daughter's life that he's never fed the media, but constantly the media write Macca exclusive. Paul's friend said this, Paul's friend said that.
It's true. We're about to run a Macra exclusive ourselves. I don't even know what a Macra exclusive is. All right. I love how she says, as Anna pointed out earlier in the British press, he hit his wife. Number two, he's as she says here to Good Morning America, he's the one responsible for the breakup of the marriage. Gee, I wonder what she means by that. Right? And then I record all of our conversations with him just to catch dirt on him. But I'm trying to protect him.
Right.
Right, I got a sense that you were trying to protect him.
And she says that she's not interested in the money at all, and she is trying to get millions off of him in the
No. Didn't you hear Anna? Shit, I ain't in a penny. You didn't want to pay. Come on, woman. If you didn't want a penny, here, you're kicking the pants, get the hell out. There, you're done. Okay, this is my response to you not wanting a penny. Okay, come on. Clip number 2 here.
You said it's untrue that you've been offered $100 million, which has been widely reported
totally
here
untrue.
in the Have you
it's
asked?
All untrue.
Are you saying you've asked for no money? You want no money?
In the beginning, I said to Paul, if you protect me, I'll walk away with nothing. I've never been protected. We've had death threats. I was never offered security. He's put me in a situation where I now have to get money for me and Beatrice. And it could have all been over and done with very, very quietly. I've had to spend a fortune. I'm a $1.5 million I owe to my lawyers. Pounds, that's $3 million.
I love that. He's put me in a situation where I now have to get money for me and Beatrice. I know. You didn't want to take the money. You didn't want a penny. But McCartney's put you in that situation. Now, finally, she's got one more trick up her sleeve. It's not about her. It's about the charity. This is one of I think my favorite quote right here.
I said, it's being ruined. My charities, I'm responsible for so many people and animals' lives.
I love how she threw the animals in there. I'm responsible for so many people, animals' lives, too. Cows, chickens, goats. Did you think about them? It's not for me. It's for the goats. All right, one more on
This
charity.
bad media hate campaign abuse in Britain with the tabloids is harming my charity.
Oh, I know. It's not about you, baby. It's about your charity. It's harming your charity. She's on my top 10 list of worst people, next to Dick Cheney and Joe Lieberman. Okay, can't stand her. All right, she said she promised to come after the media that went after her. We're waiting. Young Turks. Come to theyoungturks.com, Heather. We're waiting there for you. Young Turks.